Lacio dive. Good afternoon. My name is Diana, and I am Roma. Some of you might know us as Gypsies, or Gitanos, or Zingari, but the only difference is that this is how the others call us. We call ourselves Roma. In our language, it means human beings. I was born in Serbia, in beautiful Roma family. And I was educated to be proud of who I am. And we have beautiful culture, beautiful traditions, beautiful parties. It was very fun for me. Until the first day in the school. One girl told me, "You can be as good in a school as you want, but you are a gypsy, and you will remain gypsy for all your life." And that was the moment that I realized that for the others, being Roma is something bad, something terrible. So when I went home, I started to cry. And I said to my mother, "I don't want to be gypsy. Why we have to be gypsies? Can't we be something else?" And my mother looked at me, and she said, "Stop crying. Sit down." And she told me, "You have to understand that for the rest of your life, the most of the people will treat you as gypsy. They will try to humiliate you. They will try to discriminate you. And you have to learn to be strong, to handle it. And you have to be better than all the others in everything they do. Then they might not love you, but at least they will have to respect you." I stopped crying, and I received a message. So I was the best student in the class, I was the best in sports, I was the best in theater, in acting, in everything. And this was the huge struggle. And then, when I grow up a little bit and become adolescent, I realized that even if I'm better than the others, they may love or like what I do, but not who I am. And instead they would say, "Wow, look at this little gypsy, how it's possible, she's so good." And this hurts more. So slowly, I became to hate all the world. I disconnect myself from it. And then in 1999, I moved to Italy, in Milan, from Serbia, which was in the war in that moment. And then I saw beautiful city, lights, and beautiful stores. And it seemed dreaming to me. And I started to work in theater, and I felt so fancy. And then one day, one NGO offered me a job to be a cultural mediator in an elementary school with Roma kids. And I said, "Wow, it is beautiful. I will teach them everything I know. I will just teach them our culture, our history, our literature." And so I was waiting in front of the entrance of the school the first day, and I saw the school buses passing in front of me and the kids getting out from it. And I was wondering if I was able to understand who among those kids was Roma. And until I knew exactly who among those kids was Roma. one school bus passed in front of me, and there was written, Roma bus. And Roma kids were getting out from Roma bus. And I had a flashback. I remember my childhood, all the tears, my mother. And then I started to work hard. I tried to help everyone, every single child in that school. But soon I realized that it's not possible. It is not possible to help every single child, one by one. And that's why I wanted to see the bigger picture. I wanted to be a part of the bigger picture. I wanted to understand how we, Roma, can participate in social life more fully, also with our political voice. And I understood that we, Roma, we have dramatic past. We were persecuted, and we are persecuted since 15th century in Europe. During the Second World War, 500,000 of Roma died in concentration and extermination camps. And even after the Second World War, our genocide was not recognized. And even after the Second World War, in some European countries, the most developed and rich countries, as Switzerland and Sweden, they continued to sterilize Roma women until 1976. And now, currently, we are the most discriminated people in Europe. You all know what is happening in Rome in these days. We are segregated in institutional camps, the camps that governments and local governments made for Roma. Our children are scared by forced evictions. They are discriminated in the schools. 80% of Italians feel and are prejudiced against Roma. So, how can we trust non-Romas? How can we establish a connection, a relationship with non-Romas? How we can believe that our future will not bring to us the same violence? How we can believe that our children will have the better future? Where we can find our source of hope? Where we can find our source of power to defend ourselves? I believe in ourselves, together with those 20% of the people that believes that the better society for Roma is also the better society for all. Those who believes that the values of democracy are something that we need to remember every day. You know, there are 12 million of Roma across Europe. We live in every European country. We speak every European language. We have all religions. We are peaceful. We never had made war. We never had territorial requests. So in some sense, we, Roma, represents what the Europe itself claims wants to be. You know, differences, coexistence, cultures that feels that they are one, only one identity. So imagine if 12 million of Roma across Europe connect themselves, organize themselves, and stand up with 20% of people that believes that if the moment come that our kids could walk on the streets with their heads high up, it will be only then we can say that this is democratic society. So this thought is our source of power. And our source of hope? Our source of hope are our children. They are growing stronger and more resilient than we are. You know, my son Alessandro, one day came back from school and he told me, "Mommy, today one kid said that Roma steals kids." And I was upset. I asked if he thought that it is true. And he said, "Of course it's not true." And I asked if he done something about it, if told to teacher, or he said, "Calm down, Mommy, don't worry. I told him it's not the truth. If he is smart, he will understand, because I'm Roma and I know the truth. If he doesn't believe, then he's stupid. So he will remain ignorant for the rest of his life." Yeah. I learned a lesson that day from my kid, 9-year-old kid. A valuable lesson. What is truly matters is how we perceive ourselves, how much we believe in ourselves. So, you know, we Roma, we have this motto that is saying, "Stand up, Roma. Raise your heads." It is in our language, "Opre Roma." So I will leave you with "But bacht tessa stipe." I wish you good fortune and beautiful, beautiful future, and Opre Roma. Thank you. Thank you.